Jai Sai Ram. Welcome to the Mahadhuni's podcast. I am Satya here and we have Murli Anna to answer our questions. Hello Anna, this is my question. Our beloved Sai Baba is called as Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, Rajati Raja Yogi Raja Parabrahma, Sat-Chit-Ananda Sadguru Sai Nath Maharaj. But in our last podcast, I heard that Baba is Guru, but not God. How do we justify this?
Jai Shanath Satya, Jai Shanath everyone. Let me repeat the sloka first. It is Anantha Koti, Brahmanda Nayaka, Rajadi Raja, Yogi Raja, Parabrahma, Sri Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You are basically asking a question that Baba is a guru, why we are considering him as a god. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Because it is the Parabrahm, the word used in the sloka, that is why you're asking this question. Am I right?
Yes, exactly, Anna. Because Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, the word refers to he is a leader to the multiverse, not
That's
just
right.
a one single universe. He is a leader to the multiverse. So
Yes.
how do we justify that? I mean, if he is just a guru, I don't say just a guru. If he is a guru, like a human form, and like us, like any other human, but not God. That's this Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka is not justifying that syllable called Guru. So I just wanted to know. And we are referring him as a Brahma. And yeah, so.
Okay. I can understand, he got the stature of guru and why we have to praise him as a god, because the sloka says so, right?
Yes, exactly.
Before justifying the sloka, I would like to ask you the question now. The question is, if you say we cannot consider him as a god, he is just a guru, that means you know the difference between God and a guru. Am I right?
Yes, Anna, exactly.
Then who is God?
Maybe the creator of this universe, or
How do you know that it was created by God?
Uh, no, actually, in Vishnu Purana, Shiva Purana, we somewhere read like that,
That's your belief, that you believe that scriptures. That is not in your
yes,
experience. Am I right?
no, it's not in my experience. It's only from the scriptures.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. See, to decode this sloka and to understand our Sadguru Sainath as God, as the Parabrahm, first we have to understand the difference between God and Guru. First we should understand the difference between God and Guru. Then we can get into the decoding of the sloka. Okay.
Yeah.
So first, when we say God, God is an entity that most of us don't have a direct experience with. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, that is absolutely
Most of
correct,
us.
actually.
Yeah. I'm saying most of us, not everyone. Most of us doesn't
Yeah.
have a direct experience of what is God is. Okay. But we do experience of Guru. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, absolutely. In our daily life, Guru can be anyone, like our mother, teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Guru is the one who removes the darkness. That is the meaning of Guru, right? Guru means remover of the darkness. Here the darkness is Anyana. Okay. Remover of Anyana and giving us Jnana is the one who is called Guru. And what is Anyana? What is Jnana? Here, we don't know God, what is God is, right?
Yeah.
But we know there is a creation in front of us, okay? Because we are discussing about that. There are two intelligent beings discussing about the creation, God, everything. And there are a lot of people who are hearing that. The intelligent beings are hearing that. There is a lot of living beings and intelligent beings are existing. And there are many other intelligent creations are there. The very universe itself is the proof of that, right? So we have the creation in front of that. Only we don't know who was the creator of that. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the actual thing. We don't know. We have the creation in front of us, but we don't know how this thing got created, by whom or how. Okay. So the one who help us to understand and realize how this creation came into existence, we call them as Guru. Okay.
Okay.
First thing we have to understand, one thing is, the existence is there in front of us. That is very much true, right?
Yes.
So that is the proof. Based on this proof, we can say that there may be a God. There may be an intelligent mind, brain behind this creation. Am I right? And we can call that as a God. Let's start from there. There is an intelligent creation in front of us, and because of that, the creator, probably the creator of that creation, may be more intelligent. That is the logic behind this. We call that creator as a God. Okay.
Yeah.
But there is a fundamental other logical questions will arise if we say creator, creation, because then someone will ask, who created the creator, or how the creator came into existence. Am I right or wrong? It will go infinite loop.
Yeah, it's always like, seed or tree.
Yes, exactly. So that is another subject that we can discuss later on. As of now, let us stick to the object of the shloka, whether the shloka is applicable for our Sadguru Sai. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a creation, a very, very intelligent creation in front of us. So there should be some force that is working behind this nature, and we call it as a God. Okay. And Guru. Here, see, when we say the creation is there, okay, creation is there. Only we don't know the creator. Okay. Now I'm saying a Guru who is coming to you and making you clear, this is creation, this is the creator, this is how the creation happened, then he becomes your Guru. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you are accepting someone as a Guru who clears your doubt, again, that will be a, we were discussing about beliefs, Vishnu Puran and all that day, before starting this session, we were talking about, how all this came into existence. You're referring the Vishnu Puran. And I said, like, it's a belief. In Vishnu Puran, it is said like that. In, in the scriptures, it is a belief. So whatever I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be your belief. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that is
unless it becomes your experience, it is just a belief, and belief is always dangerous. right? Belief may mislead you. Only thing, you have to put it in your experience, then only it will be right. Okay. See, in our tradition, we have pramanas, conclusions. That pramanas are three types. One is Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, and Atma Pramana. There are three types of Pramana. Okay, that is, we have to come to a conclusion by reading the scriptures or reading a book. We call it a Shastra. Okay, a Shastra, we have to read it and we can come to a conclusion. This is called Shastra Pramana. Okay, then we can come to a conclusion by hearing to someone who already read this, who's experienced about all this. We can ask questions to them, they will answer to you. So that way also you can come to a conclusion. This is called Apta Pramana. Okay.
Okay.
You can go and ask your teacher. See, you are reading something about, say, you are reading about sun in your book, in your science book, you are reading about sun. That is one kind of conclusion, one pramana. Then you are going and asking your science teacher, and your science teacher says, come out, this is sun. He or she will show you the sun. Okay. That is apta pramana. But when you are seeing the sun, when you are experiencing the sun, that becomes your own experience. That is called atma pramana.
Atma pramana. Okay. So we are watching with our two eyes and knowing that knowledge. So that is called atma pramana. Okay.
Yes. You got it, na?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whatever I'm going to say, unless it becomes your experience, it should become your atma pramana. Then it will be complete.
Okay.
I will,
Yeah.
yes, until that it is your belief. So whatever I'm going to say is your belief as of now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
later on,
Yeah.
you have to implement this by finding a guru and, realize the experience, realize the truth. Then that becomes your experience. Then that is the complete experience, complete truth. Okay. That we will come to later. We'll talk about that later. Again, I'm coming back to the sloka. Okay.
Oh.
See, as coming back to the sloka, as I said, there is a creator, there is a creation, there is a creation, so there is a creator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In See, from my perspective, the creation itself, the creator, that is a different angle that I will explain later in another podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I say there is a creator and there is a creation, there are some people who will come to me and ask, if there is a creator, then how the creator, got created. Okay. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, the creation and the creator are no different, two different entities. It's all same. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that later. As of now, there is a creation as a witness, as a proof for the creator. We'll talk from that angle.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, if you take that creator is there, the very, very intelligent being, because we know about the universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, the observable universe is less than 10%, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
have the dark energy, and I mean, we have the dark matter, and we have the dark energy. Even the observable
Yeah.
universe is so vast that we are not able to, measure that. It is so vast, and there is a dark matter and dark energy, right? This is what the universe is believed to be. And we are talking about multiverse,
Mm-hmm.
right? See,
Yes.
when the universe is this much big, and we've started talking about multiverse because of the
Yeah.
statement Anantha Koti Brahmanda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anantha
Mm-hmm.
Koti means infinite.
Yes, infinite. And Brahmanda means universe, right?
Yes, Brahmanda means creation. You can create as a
Yeah.
creation. Okay. So there is an
Mm-hmm.
infinite creation. It is not just the universe. Okay. Because
Yeah.
there are many planes beyond the thing. So I better use the word existence. There are many existence. Many creations are there. And we call it as Brahmanda. Okay. Actually, see, literally to take the word, the meaning of the word Brahmanda means Brahma's egg. Brahma's egg. The creator's spear. Like that, we have to
Yeah.
take the meaning. But the actual thing is creation. We have to take that into consideration, creation or existence. Brahmanda means existence. So there
Mm-hmm.
is infinite existence. Okay. So Ananta
Yeah.
Koti Brahmanda is infinite existence. Now, what I'm saying, this infinite existence is there being a creator. Let us take this infinite being as God. Okay. It is
Uh-huh.
just there, like as a silent witness. Have you ever encountered God?
Never. We
Never.
just pray him, we
That
never
we have been
experience.
told that we are doing. Again, that comes under the belief, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
See, we encounter many things in our life, but we never encounter a God.
Yeah.
All
And
the time, all the
mhm.
time, the God is always a mystery, right? We
Yes,
talk about that, we pray to that, we do many things around the God, but we never ever seen a God or realized a God or experienced a God. It is just there,
Yeah.
not under our experience. Okay.
Yes, just elders said, like God
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
Mm, do
And there
that.
are many good things and bad things happening in the world.
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
example, I always used to say that there was a big fire tragedy accident happened in the Tamil Nadu long back. That
Mm-hmm.
happened in a school. Okay. Where a lot of children's, you know, burned to death. Okay.
That,
Hundreds,
that-
like 100 plus children burned to death. What was God doing that time? Am I right?
yeah. Yeah.
If some accidents is happening, elders are dying, that is different story. But it's kids, it's a lot of kids. What God was doing there? Let it be the God, be any God. Hindu God or Muslim God or whatever.
Yes,
There
yes,
should be a God.
exactly.
Okay.
Mm.
A Hindu may be a wrong in their God's view, or a Muslim may be a wrong in their God's view, or whatever it is. But there is a God. Okay. If there is a God, what that God was doing when such a tragedy is happening, nothing was happening, right?
Yeah.
And
So,
many things are happening. See, for example, if we compare the God with sun, okay, if just
mhm.
for the sake of this conversation, if you think the sun as a God, that sun is shining everywhere, right?
Yeah,
It shines in a wedding event. It also shines in a last procession of a dead man,
true.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
same way God is everywhere as a witness. In Sanskrit it is called sakshi budh.
Mm-hmm.
It is just a witness. Am I right or wrong? Because we very well know there is an intelligent being behind this creation. Okay.
Yeah.
And if we call that as God, and that God is a witness for all this, God is not doing anything. And we also
Yeah.
know that there are many people who are doing the prayer. If God is coming and helping them, no, no. Some prayers are answered, some prayers are not answered.
Yes,
And
yes.
people
That
will
is
say,
very.
God knows better. Let it be. But my question is very simple, that when we are praying for good things, okay, for
Mhm.
example, if someone is watching that fire tragedy, standing out, definitely some good-hearted fellow will be praying, na, oh God, please stop this fire, like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yep.
What happened there? Many such things happened around the world. Nothing happened, right? I
Mm-hmm.
may sound like an atheist, but I'm talking something, about Guru. I'm going to talk about Guru, the importance of Guru. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know our
So,
motto,
yeah,
but
yes. So here what I'm trying to say is God is being a witness. That is what we know. We are innocent. We are not, experiencing God thing. According to us, God is there, but God is a witness. We don't know
yes.
how the God thing works, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Guru is the one who know how the God thing works. That's what I'm trying to say here. Getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I
Ha,
understood that, where we are. Yeah.
ha, ha, ha. So there are, I always used to say like this, that there is a witness God, okay, and there is a God
Mm-hmm.
in action. Okay, there are two gods for me. This is my view. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the God as a witness is the God, the Parabrahma. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the God in action is the Guru,
Okay.
because the Guru knows how the God thing works, and the Guru will take care of it.
Yeah.
Getting my point? See, again, I'm telling you, this is not under your experience. This is just you are hearing from me, and it is your belief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
because you are the guru now. So
Yeah.
I just listen to your preachers and everything and
Yes.
process mind. Mm-hmm.
See, if you have to understand what I'm talking, you have to go through a certain experience.
Yes, yes.
We can have that
That's
in a different podcast. That experience is all about, to understand, it is nothing but Atma Vichara. Okay. The Atma
mm-hmm.
Vichara is the tool that will help one to understand what I'm talking now. Okay. Other than that,
Okay.
whatever we're going to talk, it's going to be a belief. But what I'm saying, that let us just talk, let us listen. You just listen to it. Slowly we will get into
Mhm.
the subject later on. But
Yeah,
today we will start this. Let people
sure.
think. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to say there is two kinds of God. One God is in witness, God as a witness. The other one is in action, and that God in action is Guru for us. Because
That's
Guru
not.
know how the Brahma works, the Brahm works, the God works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that Guru we know, we can interact with. Okay,
Okay.
and there is two types of Guru. Again, it is my view. That is the Guru in person, whom you can communicate with to whom you can talk or to whom you can interact with physically, you can call them as guru, but the guru inside you, guiding you, is the Satguru. This is the difference between guru and a Satguru. Okay. For example, if you are selecting one as a guru, that means there is something else in you selecting the guru outside. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that is definitely correct. If it doesn't go lengthy, I just want to add a few points here.
Please.
Is that okay?
Please.
I'm getting so many questions in my mind about this universe and about the people and behavior. Though we are devotees of Baba, so many, we are not walking in the Baba's path, but why it is happening? There are multiple questions in my head. They're bombarding my brain like anything. Just praying, Baba, please answer my questions or send me someone to answer my questions. Then you came into the picture. You called me and asked me to, figure out a few questions to make a podcast. And that's amazing. And Baba, and when you are talking about, the God in action, that's really, I witnessed it. I experienced it. So, though he's not in front of me, he just heard my prayers and he made it work. He sent you to. No, that's absolutely,
that is the proof that, oh wow, that's really makes sense, a lot of sense to me now, what you're talking.
Yeah.
We can see our God in action, our Sadguru Sai.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yes. So, see, as you said, you getting bombarded with a lot of questions. We're going to have this podcast every week so that, you can come out framing a question that I'm going to answer. Initially, we will have a little short podcast and see people's response. Accordingly, we will increase or decrease the length of the podcast. Okay. So as of now, we will stick with the question of the shloka, how the shloka fixes with our Baba. Then in the upcoming podcast, we will answer other questions. Okay.
Okay, Anna. Yeah.
Okay, ma. So coming back to the thing, so we know there is a goddess of witness and God in action, right? See, in our tradition, there is a name called Jagat Guru. Hope you know about that, right? Jagat Guru.
Yeah.
And there is also another term called Avaduta. Okay.
Yeah, Avaduta also. Yeah.
See, we are using this word. See, we won't use this word to many. Okay. Only to a very selected gurus we will use as a Jagat Guru or Avaduta. Okay. Because there are different types of gurus. Okay. Based on their spiritual, hierarchy. The topmost of the hierarchy in their spiritual stature, the guru is called the Jagat Guru. Okay, there is a hierarchy. Okay. The one on the top, okay, is called the Jagat Guru. Okay. And we have multiple layers of gurus are there. Okay. This is the I'm talking about a hierarchy of a divine governance. Okay. You can say that as a spiritual government. Okay. Such a thing exists. In that governance, in that government, there is an hierarchy. In that hierarchy, the one at the top is called Jagat Guru. Okay. And under him, there are a lot of other gurus. They are in the hierarchy based on their spiritual stature. Okay. And the one we are talking about is our Baba. He is Jagat Guru, actually. And because he is Jagat Guru, he is the Brahmanda, is Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. I will come to that. But I'm saying Jagat Guru. Okay. Jagat Guru and Avaduta. And in Sufism, hope you know what is Sufism, right?
Yeah, after reading Mahadhuni.
Okay. Sufism is part of Islam. In Sufism, there is such a hierarchy. That hierarchy is called Nizam, spiritual governance. Okay.
Mhm.
In that hierarchy, the topmost one is called Qutb-ul-Aqtab. This is the top one. This is equivalent to our tradition of Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru.
Okay.
In Sufism, he or she is called Qutb-ul-Aqtab. Okay.
Okay.
They have a protocol for that. Okay. In Sufism, there is a protocol who can be a Qutb-ul-Aqtab. Okay. So there are a lot of awliyas. Awliyas means friends of, literally to translate that means friends of God. Okay.
Yeah.
So in Sufism, one who is a realized being is called awliya, which is equivalent to our yogi. Okay. Because since we're going to talk about our Baba, our Sadguru Sai, many times I'll be referring Sufism also, because our Baba, followed both Sufism and Nath Sampradaya. That's a different subject. Maybe in another podcast we can discuss those things. And I want our listeners to know I'll be using certain terms belong to the Sufism also and Nath Sampradaya. These things they have to learn. Going forward, I will slowly teach. I will share my knowledge on this. Okay. So in Sufism, a yogi is called awliya. Okay.
Okay.
The literal meaning of awliya is friend of God. Very beautiful, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And there are many awliyas in the hierarchy. And again, based on their spiritual stature, they will reach the top. So the one at the very top, the first one, is called Qutb-ul-Aqtab, which is equivalent to the Jagat Guru of the Indian tradition, of the Nath Sampradaya Indian tradition. It's called Jagat Guru. Our Baba is Qutb-ul-Aqtab, Jagat Guru. And there is a protocol according to Sufism. According to that protocol, only a Qutb-ul-Aqtab can order the 5 elements, the nature. Other awliyas can only pray. For example, if there is a flood, if there is a storm, if there is a heavy rain, the awliyas can pray to stop it, pray to God to stop it. But only a Qutb-ul-Aqtab can order the natural elements to stop it, to control it. And in our Satcharitra, Sai Satcharitra, we have instance that has been recorded in Satcharitra where Baba stopped rain and storm, right?
11th chapter. Yeah.
Yes. Baba, just came to the edge of the Dwarka Mai at the staircase, showing his satka to the sky and stopped. He ordered, right?
Yeah, to stop the rain.
Yes,
and
exactly.
It was stopped.
Exactly.
And he the fire and it
Yes,
stopped.
That is one proof from the Sufis' perspective that Baba is Qutb-ul-Aqtab. Okay. Okay. Now, what is that to do with our question? The question is how Baba fits into that shloka. The Qutb-ul-Aqtab is the highest one, which is the Jagat Guru, which is next to God. Okay. And I told you, God as a witness, only this Jagat Guru is there between the creation and the creator. Okay. Because he is on the top of all that creation, who knows how the creator works. Getting my point?
Yeah.
And that way he will give the benefits to the creation. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now he is at the topmost. He is the topmost of all the creation. That means I'm saying Jagat Guru or Qutb-ul-Aqtab as the top one in the creation. That means he is next to God. That means he can be compared to the infinite creations. Am I right or wrong? You getting my point?
Yes.
I mean, logically, because it is all your belief. I'm talking and you are listening. That is your belief now. As of now, it should come to your experience, unless it is, otherwise it is incomplete. So as of now, it is a belief system that we are talking about. In that, when we are saying Baba as Jagat Guru, Qutb-ul-Aqtab, he is next to God. That means, he is the Lord of creation. That is why we call him as Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. He reached that much stature in the spiritual governance, on the hierarchy. That's a different how he attained that. We will talk about that later, but this is how it is. So he is not God. Definitely is not God. Okay. But he is, yes, ma.
Yeah, and about the word Brahmanda, and you gave the new meaning. I mean, I was only thinking that is universe, that refers universe. So, but it
here
is
the
not.
Anantha Koti means infinite Brahmanda. That means infinite universes. That is multiverse.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so this is what it is. The first line says, Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. As I've said, he is Jagat Guru. That way, he is the Nayaka of Anantha Koti Brahmanda. Got it? Because he is next to the God. He is the one between the creator and the creation. He reached that stage. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
How he reached that stage, all these things, we have to understand him. We have to know the spirituality. We know how the God thing works. All these things are there. Then only we can understand why he reached that stage. Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, for example, I will give you one thing. In 1885, we all know that Baba went on a 3-day Samadhi, right?
Yes.
Many people used to say that as, he was suffering from asthma. That is why he went for Samadhi, all that stuff. No, he went on that 3-day Samadhi because he was a sadhaka like you and me. As a sadhaka, he reached step by step, he elevated himself, and then he reached that state of, Parabrahma. He reached that state. And because of that, he became the Jagat Guru. And because of Jagat Guru, he is the Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayak. He reached that status next to the God.
Okay, just to interact. I mean, he reached the state where he can interact with the God directly.
Exactly. He in his consciousness, he is the entirety. He is the whole existence, actually, in his consciousness.
Yeah.
And I will give you one more example. See, for example, consider ocean. The vast ocean is there. Okay. If you jump into the ocean, you will just submerge into it. Okay. But consider there is the ocean at somewhere it becomes so cool, it creates a big island of ice, right?
Yes, yes.
Because of its cooling down, and it creates a big this thing, a small island of ice, bit of ice, where you can, you can land there, right? That you can differentiate. It is still the water. It's still made of water, but it is little different. That you can understand. You can, stand on it. Am I right? You getting my point?
Yes, yes, I understood. I mean, middle of
Yeah,
the sea, we can see icebergs and all. Yeah.
icebergs and all.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, it is the same water. If you praise the ice, or if you praise the ice also, it is the water that you are praising, actually. Am I right?
Yes, true.
Yeah. The same way, as I told you, the God in action and God as witness. Okay. You can come, you can, get into that example where, there is a vast ocean. Okay. As the witness.
Okay.
And there is an island of ice, that as a guru.
Okay.
That will be of into some use for you, right?
Yes, yes. Actually, yeah, it is making some.
Yes. So coming back to the sloka, it says Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. What I was saying, like, he is Jagat Guru. Okay. Because he is Jagat Guru, he is the Nayaka of Anantha Koti Brahmanda. Okay. That's one thing.
Yes.
And the sloka says he is a Satguru. Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai.
Yes.
Do you know what is the difference between Guru and a Sadguru?
Yeah, as per our Sai Satcharitra, Guru means, I mean, I can't explain exactly what was
Whatever
said
you
in
know.
that book. Yeah. Sadguru is the Guru is the one we approach, and Sadguru is the one who finds us.
Okay, fine. Okay, I will share my story, one of my story that, it's a real thing happened some 10, 12 years, 12, 14 years ago, I think so. One of my friend who invited me to a hotel where he wanted to introduce me to his friend. Okay. And my friend is a very elderly guy, and he called me to that hotel. I went there. We were talking, and in between, his friend came, and he is another elderly guy. And to that guy, my friend was saying, "No, this is the guy I was talking about, the spiritual guy." Like that, he introduced me to that guy. Okay. So that guy, while he was taking his seat, he asked me, "Who is your guru?" Like that, he asked me. I said, "Sir, before I share who is my guru, I just want to know who is your guru." Like that, I asked him. Okay. On that, he also laughed like that. And whilst taking his seat, he said, he listed some names. These people are my gurus, like that. So I asked him one question: how do you know they are your guru? How do you selected them? He said, certain, parameters, certain, qualities, that this, based on that, I selected them, like that. I felt that they are my gurus, like that. So you are selecting your guru. That's what I told him. Getting my point?
Yeah.
So the point is, if you are selecting your guru, that means there is something else in you that is selecting the guru. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah.
There is something that works in you that is selecting the guru outside.
Yes.
And that intelligence that is working in you, okay, that is the Sadguru, actually.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you how the
Now I
Sadguru
got it.
things work. Okay, see, I said that intelligence that is working in you as a Sadguru, that means, see, there is two terms, that is Paramatma and Jivatma. There are two things, Paramatma and Jivatma. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
It is nothing but you can say as a super intelligent and individual intelligent. Okay. You can call it that way for us to understand. For a easy understanding, I say that as a super intelligence one, a super intelligent one, and a individual intelligence, that way. Okay. So when the super intelligence, when it is working with the senses in us, in our body, becomes the individual consciousness. Getting my point? See, when the Paramatma, okay, when it is working in the body and working through the senses, it becomes the Jivatma.
Yes.
When I say senses means, seeing, hearing, all that.
Yeah. Touch and
five senses. Okay. Just imagine that from the day you born, okay, you are accumulating lot of data, right, through your senses.
Yeah.
And those are the data that, through that data you build up your personality. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Absolutely correct.
Your parents or someone gave you the name Satya. Okay. Satya is the name, but you developed a personality on you through these senses from the day you born.
Yeah.
By seeing, by smelling, by hearing, by tasting, by touching, you developed, certain data in you that created your personality, right?
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
If I peel out all that data from you, what will be there?
Empty. I mean,
still you will be there. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I will be there, but without knowledge, I can see a
the
newborn.
senses are working through the sensory organs. In Sanskrit, it is called Karmendriya, Jnanendriyas.
Yes.
For example, eye is a Jnanendriya. Through eye, we are seeing things, and that data is going and becomes our memory. And you are nothing but your memory. Am I right or wrong? Because now you are talking with me, because there are certain memory. Your intelligence is working with your memory, so you are talking with me. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
If I take out all your memory, only your intelligence is there, then what about you? Who are you?
Yeah, I'll be fresh mind again, with no memory, nothing. I'm
Yeah,
ready to perceive the new
yeah,
knowledge.
yeah. How you going to get the knowledge? Without the senses, how you will gain knowledge?
Yeah.
I'm saying that there is zero senses. Everything is
Okay.
filtered out.
No,
No
no.
memory, no senses. Then you are in a zero where you are thinking you are blank. Am I right or wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
And that is what somewhat you are experiencing in your deep sleep.
Okay.
Getting my
Uh-huh.
point? See, in our
Yeah.
Shastra, in Yoga Shastra, it is said that we are going through four consciousness. Every day we are going through four consciousness. That is Jagrat, that is the so-called awakened state, what we
Mm-hmm.
are now. Okay.
Yeah.
When our buddhi is working through our senses, through eyes, nose, ears, mouth, everything in our body, that when the buddhi is working, fully through our senses, we call it as Jagrat, the awakened state. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we enter into a sleep, where we enter into a dream state of
Okay.
sleeping. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is called the swapna. That is
Yes.
another level of consciousness where our sensory organs are slowly shut down. Okay. You close your
Mm-hmm.
eyes, your hearing becoming very, very feeble. Am I right? But
Yes.
still,
Yeah.
some of your senses are working, and because of memory consolidation happening in your brain, you are experiencing dream. That is another level of consciousness. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then third, you are entering into a deep sleep. Okay. Where
Yeah.
there is
Complete
an
blank.
absolute shutdown of senses and memory.
Yes. Yes.
But still you are there. Am I right or wrong? Still you are there.
Yeah.
That is why you can get up the next day morning.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
So what is your status in the deep sleep?
Nothingness. Just the breathe
Because
and not
you
even
don't have
conscious.
any memory of that, you are saying nothingness. But that should be something, na?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing under your experience. So you are saying blank. But it is not blank. That should be something. Only that
Yeah.
it is not under your experience. That's all. But still you are there.
Yes. Yes.
To understand that, see, for example, you are the so-called in your awakened state, you are slipping into the dream state, and then you are slipping into deep sleep, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So what is happening here? Your senses are cutting down. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Once your senses are cutting down, only your buddhi will exist on its own.
Okay.
When in the yoga, okay, for example, if you take Ashtanga yoga, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when we enter in the Ashtanga yoga, the seventh state of yoga. See, Ashtanga yoga means 8 parts of yoga: yama,
Yes.
niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So the dhyana is the seventh one. In the seventh
Mm-hmm.
one, the dhyana is nothing but you are entering into the state of deep sleep with awareness, is called dhyana.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes. Yes. The meditative state. Yeah.
Yeah, in a meditative state, when you are entering into the state of deep sleep consciousness with awareness,
Mm-hmm.
is called dhyana,
Yeah.
where your buddhi will exist without the influences of senses, where you
Yes.
will experience your true identity.
Yeah.
Because it is very, very evident, this is not something, I'm not talking something else. Not as this is not coming under belief system. This is every day we are going through. You can just
Yes.
think yourself, if you filter out yourself, your senses, your memories, what is there? You're still there, but you don't know what is that. Simple. But we have some technique to get into that consciousness, to access that consciousness. We call it as dhyan.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
To
I
Yeah,
absolutely, echo
yes,
with you. Yeah.
yes, yes. To reach the seventh step dhyana, because we have to enter into the eighth step called samadhi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Samadhi means, see, dhi means buddhi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So samadhi means to be samartha with the buddhi. That is the only with the state of buddhi, without the influences of all the senses, the buddhi on its origin. Got it?
Yeah.
Which is parama buddhi or paramatma. You can say that way. Okay.
Okay.
Paramatma or parama buddhi, whatever you call it as, it is God or whatever. Okay. So when you go to the origin of your buddhi, it's called samadhi.
Okay, that is accessing the super consciousness, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can call it a super consciousness. When the consciousness, the same consciousness working with your senses, you can call it as the local consciousness or individual consciousness.
Okay. Yeah.
So the yoga is all about a reverse engineering process where you should know how to filter out the senses. That's all. When you filter out the senses, you should not get into the sleep. Without falling asleep, you should enter into the state of consciousness where there is no influence of senses. That is called dhyan. When you are going beyond that, okay, then it will enter into samadhi. So in Yoga Shastra, there are 4 levels of consciousness. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Sushupti is the deep sleep state. Okay. And then the 4th one is Turiya, which is samadhi.
Okay.
So basically 4 state of consciousness, which is explained as 8 steps in yoga, in Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. Okay. So yama, niyama, asana, all this thing. Maybe we can have a different podcast for all that, but I will give a small brief of what is these 8 steps are. Okay. Because these 8 steps are, we have to understand, then only we can understand the thing called Guru and Sadguru. Okay.
Okay.
So yama is a self-discipline. Self-discipline, you should take care of your body and mind. You have to eat properly. You have to eat right thing. You have to eat at the right time. This is the self-discipline. Am I right? You should not drink. If you drink alcohol, that is not good for you. If you smoke, it is not good for you. Right? If you are eating, untimely foods or junk foods, that is not good for you. Why it is important? Because you have to sit in a place to do the pranayam. The 4th one. The 4th step of the yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, pranayam. We have to do the pranayam. To do the pranayam, we have to sit in a place called, sitting is the asana, the 3rd one. To sit in one place, our body and mind should cooperate us. Then only we can do the pranayam. When we do the pranayam, then only the pratyahar, the dharana, the rest of the things will happen. To sit in one place, we need a healthy body and mind. Point 1, which is called the yama. Then we have the niyama, which is a social discipline. We have to maintain certain harmony with others, with the external world. If it is not there, again, we cannot sit in a place peacefully. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So yama is a self-discipline. Niyama is the social discipline. With these two, we can sit in a place which is called asana. That can be any asana. Asana that can help you for pranayam. That's all. Simple. Okay. It can be Ardha Siddhasana, Sukhasana, Padmasana, whatever.
Okay.
So the 3rd is the asana, and the 4th is pranayam, the breathing practice. There are certain way we can control the breath so that we can withdraw the senses. Because I told you, filtering out the senses is the matter, right?
Yeah.
So when we do the pranayam, the 4th one, then we will enter into the state of consciousness called pratyahar, where the senses will be withdrawn. The process of withdrawing the senses is called pratyahar. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
And the end of that withdrawal of the senses, where our buddhi will get pointed in one place called the dharana.
Okay.
The dharana is the transition between dhyana and pratyahar. Getting my point? In that transition point, that is the last stage where our senses are done, becoming zero.
Okay.
That point is called dharana. From dharana, if we are prolonging in that state of dharana, then we will enter into a state called dhyana, where I told you our buddhi will exist without the influences of senses. Okay?
Okay.
Where you will realize who you are. The Atma Darshan will happen. Okay?
Okay.
The Jivatma will be there. Still, we have to go a long way, but at least you can realize, experience the Jivatma. Okay? That's one. And from dharana, from dhyana, you will enter into the samadhi. And again, there are different levels of samadhis are there. We will talk about that later. But samadhi is the stage where we enter into the absolute origin of the highest intelligence, the super consciousness, or whatever you call it. See, this is the stage where the guru inside you will guide you. That guru is called Sadguru. That transition point between dhyana and samadhi.
Okay.
See, the transition point between the pratyahara and dhyana is the dharana, right? That is one level of consciousness. The same way, between dhyana and samadhi, there are different stages. In that stage, okay, there is a supreme consciousness that will guide you as a guru, where your individual efforts will come to an end. The efforts of Jivatma will come to an end. The efforts of Paramatma's influence will be there, and that point is called the Sadguru. That state of consciousness is called Sadguru. And that is the state which is called the Jagat Guru, state of Jagat Guru. A person who reached the highest level of consciousness,
he's Jagat Guru.
He is Jagat Guru. That state is called Mahasamadhi. Because there are different levels of samadhi. As I told you, there are, Vikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Asmita Samadhi. There are different Sagata Samadhi, Jiva Samadhi. Lot of samadhis are there. These are the different stages of samadhi. Slowly, that is another hierarchy in the samadhi. Within the samadhi, there are hierarchy. Getting my point? Samadhi is not just the end. Within the samadhi, there are hierarchy. Okay. The highest one is the Mahasamadhi, which is the state of Sadguru. Where the individual ego still will be there. When I'm saying ego, that doesn't mean something, not as a headweight. Okay. Individual traits will be there. Okay. One identity of the individual. One who returns back from that consciousness back to the individual consciousness with that identity is the highest form of samadhi, which Baba attained during 1885. When he was, resting on Malsabadi's lap, 3 days. All his vitals were gone, everything was gone. That was the highest form of samadhi. He returned from that, and he started walking among us as a Sadguru, as a Parabrahma. Because he is carrying the essence of the Parabrahma. Getting my point?
Yeah, he's fully downloaded with the...
He went there, downloaded, came back, and started distributing that to us. That is why he was carrying the essence of Parabrahma.
Yeah, now I got the clear picture.
Yes.
And few things are not yet clear. I have to listen it again.
Yes. So this is first step in understanding our Sadguru. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you started that with the right one, the Shloka, Agila, Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. That is the right one to start this podcast, because always I used to say, understand our Sadguru Sai.
Yes.
If we understand our Sadguru Sai, everything will be taken care. That's what I can say. Because we didn't understand. Much of us didn't understand who is our Guru, who is our Sai. And that's why a lot of, unwanted things are happening around our Baba's community. We'll talk about that later. So let me stick with the Shloka. Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Rajadi Raja Yogi Raja Parabrahma Sri Sat-Chit-Ananda Satguru Sainath Maharaj ki Jai, right? That's the Shloka.
Yes.
And that Shloka is justified because he came back with the essence of Parabrahma.
Yeah, that's completely making sense now.
And he became the God in action. When he came back, he came back as a God in action.
Yes.
Got it, ma?
Yes, everything makes sense now. Yeah, thank you so much Anna, for clearing this doubt.
You're most welcome, ma.
Did you observe the coincidence? We are discussing about Samadhi, Mahasamadhi, and the levels of Samadhi, you said. And And now, anyhow, we are approaching Shivratri within 2 days.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when you are talking about Samadhi, Mahasamadhi, and all these things, we get Shivratri every month, but it is called Masa Shivaratri.
Yes.
And we are approaching towards Mahashivratri.
Yes, that's right.
Mahashivratri is the one where the highest consciousness um, will have more effect on the cosmic field, so
Hmm.
that within that time, I don't know exactly what is the time slot. When
Mhm,
we
mhm,
meditate in that time slot, what Guruji says, I
mhm.
mean, Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji, I don't know whether I can say that or not now,
Yeah,
but
what's wrong in that?
he make us to meditate during that time period. So that is the most effective time to
Hmm,
access the higher self,
hmm,
knowledge, like
hmm.
higher consciousness. Maybe you can call it as super consciousness or Shiva, experiencing Shiva.
I will ask you
um
one thing, Ma. Sorry to interrupt. I will ask you one thing.
uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
The super consciousness or the Parabrahma is everywhere and every time. It is there. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, it is always there.
It is always there. It is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, do you need a special time to access that?
No, I don't think so. But
but but
don't.
but our ancestors told us that Mahashivaratri will help us because there are certain etherical cosmic field that will help us to attain that. That is the, but you have to understand it is not mandatory, but it will help
Okay.
us, it will support us. Getting my point?
Yes.
Because it is the longest night, okay, in the year.
Yeah. Longest night. Yeah, that is what I heard. And
Yes,
yeah.
it is the longest night. Because it is the longest night, it will do it, it has its own charm in helping our, lifting our consciousness. But it is
Okay.
not the only way to do that. It will
Okay.
naturally help us. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. But if you know
Mm-hmm.
how to do all that stuff, this, you know, what to say, it is a bonus given by the nature. Shivaratri, Mahashivaratri. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, every month we have the longest nights, but once in a year there'll be longest night. Okay.
Okay.
That we call it as a Mahashivaratri. And in that, if we do certain sadhana, that will help us to uplift our consciousness. But that
Okay.
doesn't mean that is the only way. We can do it in other days also. Okay. See,
Yeah.
one of the best way every day to do this is the Brahma Muhurt.
Okay.
But
Early in the morning.
early in
Mm-hmm.
the morning, when I say early in the morning, that means just before the sunrise.
Okay.
The horizon will have the brightness, but the sun is yet to rise. That is called Brahma Muhurt,
Mm-hmm.
not just the early morning. Okay, for some people, 10
Okay.
o'clock is also early morning. For me, it is
Yeah.
okay.
Now I
So
understand.
yeah, so Brahma Muhurt means this is the horizon will be bright, but sun yet to rise. That is the
Yes.
Sandhi. That is the Brahma Muhurt, and that is the time
Mm-hmm.
will help us on certain thing. But in some tantric yoga, night is the best way to do.
Okay.
Tantric yoga is another very corrupted word in these days. I think one day
Yeah,
we can have
misunderstood word
one
actually.
of the
Yeah.
very, very misinterpreted word. And I think one day, you can come up with a question on the tantric yoga so that we can have a different podcast on that. So as of now, I think, you said it right. Shivaratri is approaching. I think we
Mm-hmm.
can have a special podcast on Shivaratri too, maybe
Yeah,
on
definitely. If you have
on sharing
time.
certain small techniques that can help people to do certain sadhanas.
Yes, that will be a great help. And
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. We'll do that. So now the question is justified, I think so.
Yes, Anna. And thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Huh? So one more time, let me repeat the sloka and we will end this podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Anantha Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Rajadi Raja Yogi Raja Parabrahma Sri Sat-Chit-Ananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Ma. Thanks a lot. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you. Jai Sai Ram. Bye
Jai
bye.
Sai Ram. Jai Sai Nath.